It is 6:04 right now. The decision on whether to reopen schools or continue with online learning is going to have a big impact on high school seniors as they start their final year before graduation.
WMAR 2 News' Mark Roper is live at City College High School in Northeast Baltimore. Mark, what do high school seniors think about finishing up their last year in school during a pandemic?
Good morning, Ashley and Christian. Well, you know, seniors like the ones here at City College have a lot on their minds, like their health, their studies, and if they're prepared for college. But they have to get through this school year first.
The class of 2021 faces a school year unlike any other, and students have mixed feelings about how they will go back to school.
Interested, but also kind of scared to see what, this all entails when we start in September.
I'm glad we're going to go back in the classroom for a couple of days for in-person instruction. So I feel like I'm actually getting an education instead of just completing assignments.
I agree a lot with Baltimore County's delay in reopening. I think my biggest concern is really making sure that students with individualized special educational needs.
Baltimore County High School senior Noreen Badwi is no stranger to online learning. She plans to finish up her studies early to make time for an internship on Capitol Hill before graduating with her class next spring.
For a lot of students, it's really hitting them hard. Again, it's a huge adjustment all around. It's not just like, a couple students that are struggling with it. So hopefully things will get better.
There was a learning curve for both students and teachers after Maryland schools made the switch to distance learning in March. And Baltimore City High School senior Joshua Lynn remembers the spring semester didn't quite make the grade.
We had assignments and we were given those assignments and, there were directions on there, but there weren't clear directions on there. The only time that we would have Zoom calls is if we had a coach class or anything of that nature.
It's why some students, like Carroll County High School senior Grant Procopio, are eager to get back inside a classroom this fall instead of sitting at home taking classes on their laptops.
It was just sending out assignments. So I didn't feel like I was getting a full learning experience, unlike other counties who may have had online programs that could offer a synchronous experience online.
Carroll County schools are deciding whether to welcome students back inside the classroom, and it has Procopio with safety on his mind as much as his studies when he heads back to school.
I know they were talking about keeping desks farther apart, trying to spread out the classrooms as much as they can, and I know if my county's doing A day, A day, B day, B day, alternating patterns, so that should definitely eliminate the huge crowds that would come into schools.
Meanwhile, most Maryland high school seniors will begin their fall semester at home as they go back to school virtually.
I'm extremely worried for a lot of other people, and myself included. I think a lot of us might be losing a lot of valuable instruction. I think there'll be a big gap between what we should have learned and what we actually do learn.
Now, Baltimore City students aren't expected to see the inside of a classroom at least until mid-October. Next hour, we'll hear from these high school students about what they think about the unique senior experience facing the class of 2021. We're live in Northeast Baltimore. Mark Roper, WMAR 2 News.